welcome back to another wonderful day of Vlogtober. So today we are just going to sit and chat and grab your project, or you can just, chill and relax. So I'm going to be knitting on my Anker summer shirt. I'm on the body and I'm just trying to go around and around and around. And a little bit later, I will try this on for you. I'm going to put it on some try-on tubing, and then I will try it on for you all. I'm hoping to get at least 5 inches below the armholes today, but we shall see. Okay, so I was scouring through my YouTube community tab, and one of the questions that I had asked you all was, what are your favorite non-yarn related hobbies? And before I go any further, let me just tell you all what I am wearing. So this is the Life's a Beach tank top by Knititude, Chantel of Knititude. And I will leave a link in the description box below if you want to check this out. I definitely want to make another one. It's not available in a lot of sizes. Like, I am topping out. And I would like a little bit more ease, but I really like the pattern. I really, really like it. And it's nice and cropped because I wear like long dresses and stuff like that. However, I will say that the pattern is customizable and I feel like you could add stitches to it and make it work. And so if I make this again, I'm either going to go up a needle size or just add stitches in the initial cast on because it's pretty much like a square. It's pretty much a square. It's knit in the round, but I mean, yeah, when you finish it, it just looks like a square, and then you put it over your head. So yeah, I really like it. The yarn is super soft. It's Malabrigo Rios in the Dumas colorway. I believe it's the Dumas colorway. But yeah, it is Malabrigo, and I used all of it, and I talked more about this in a previous video, so you can definitely go check it out. So I did take some notes as to what you all's answers were. And so, as I mentioned before, the prompt was, what are your favorite non-yarn related hobbies? And this was posted on my YouTube community tab. Thank you all so much for going over there and answering questions and, filling out the polls and all of that fun stuff. I really appreciate that. Okay, so I did write down you all's answers. And so some of the answers like overlapped each other. So I just put them down like one time. Okay, so the first one is baking. I love baking. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't bake a lot of stuff from scratch. I would definitely like to get into that. But you know what? There is nothing wrong with a little Betty Crocker, Pillsbury. What's the other one? Duncan Hines. Y'all, look, there's nothing wrong with a box cake, okay? But I know I could do better. Like, I could definitely, I have the ability to make and bake things from scratch. And one thing I would really, really like to get into is baking bread. I would love to learn how to bake bread, and I have no idea where to even start when it comes to baking bread. So if you have any suggestions, any tips, definitely let me know in the description box below. All right, so the next one is making hair and beauty products for myself. Now, this person didn't elaborate like what type of products, but I think that is awesome. I really do. One thing that I was really interested in is like making my own oils for my hair and my skin, like natural type of oils. And even like the oil I use in my hair, it has like a jojoba oil, I believe that's how you say it, and it has peppermint in it and something else. But anyway, I just think it's so cool when people can do that, and people can make like their own soaps and stuff like that, and also other products. Even like as a knitter, crocheter, crafter, you can make your own hair products and accessories like scrunchies and headbands and cool stuff like that. So, yeah, that's really awesome. Making your own beauty and hair products. That is super cool. Ooh, I love this one. Calligraphy. So back in the day, I probably was like in high school. So I actually had a calligraphy kit and I loved it. I loved writing in calligraphy. It's just a beautiful, beautiful handwriting. And of course, now my handwriting is absolutely atrocious. I used to have really good handwriting. Well, I would say that I don't know what happened, but the thing is like, I type so much that I don't really write down a lot of things. Now, I do write down a to-do list every day, but like that is the extent of my writing pretty much. I don't write down a whole lot of things with pen and paper and pencil. So, even at my job, I type all day. And yeah, but calligraphy is beautiful. Let me know if you have ever done calligraphy or want to get into it. I just think it is awesome. And you can do so many like fun things, such as personalized letters and just really, really cool things. And so that's something that I would love to get back into. Okay, so reading. Oh yes, I love reading. I will admit that I don't make as much time to read as I would like to. Now, I have a question for you all. Do you all count audiobooks as reading? Because I do. I really do. There's a few books that are out that I really want to read. The latest one has to be Patrick Stewart's new book. Patrick Stewart, aka Professor X, aka the captain of the Star Trek, in the Star Trek series in the TNG series. So I have to specify there's so many Star Trek series out there, but Captain Jean-Luc Picard, yeah, he is out with a new book and it is called Make It So, which I love. Make It So. Oh, I love that so much. And so his book I definitely want to listen to, but to me I still count that as reading. And even here in my office, I do have a lot of physical books as well. I love turning the pages and smelling the pages of the book. So I enjoy both of them. But I would really like for you all to let me know, do you think like listening to audiobooks counts as reading? And also some people use ebooks like Kindles and stuff like that. So let me know, do you prefer electronic books or do you prefer like physical, tangible books where you turn the page and all that fun stuff? But I do enjoy reading. I don't have like a particular type of, like some people like fiction, nonfiction, mystery, romance, stuff like that, horror. I don't have a really particular, you know, type that I'm drawn to. Um, a lot of times I'll go to like Books a Million and just chill out. I wish I had a Barnes and Noble nearby, but I have Books a Million, and it's really nice. It's really nice in there. There's tables where you can read, and there's like a little coffee shop in there, so you can just sit and chill. The only downside to the Books a Million that's local to me is that it is connected to a mall. And so it's not like the quietest reading environment. That's the only downside I would say. It's not super loud, but like, people walking through the mall and, that can kind of be distracting. All right, so up next. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Diamond painting. Oh, yeah. I've seen people do diamond painting. That looks like so much fun. Some of the things that I enjoy that's actually not on the list is like, oh, what is it? Not paint by number, but color by number. And I really do enjoy that. Also, my friend Delilah, she got me hooked on stickers by numbers. That's really cool. And yeah, so I mentioned that because it kind of reminds me of diamond painting, because you have like these really small little holes, or not holes, but like these really small like little boxes or whatever, and you're trying to place these little diamonds on there, and then when you're finished, like you have this beautiful masterpiece. So if you diamond paint, let me know. I know that I do not need to go down any more crafting rabbit holes. Like, y'all, I cannot fit another hobby in this room. Like, no way, not happening. I have maxed out. And yeah, here I am maxed out with hobbies, and I'm actually thinking about getting an e-spinner because I have a drop spindle and I just don't use it. But I've been really looking at the Nano, I think it's called the Nano EEW e-spinner. I've been really looking at that. And so, yeah, definitely eyeing that. But like I said, I don't need another hobby. I really don't. Okay, so the next one is, okay, so this kind of goes along with it, embroidery and cross stitch. So back in the day, I used to cross stitch way before, like, because I started with sewing and stuff like that. But I believe even before crochet, I did cross stitch, and I love cross stitch. I also did latch hooking, where you can make like rugs and stuff like that. But yeah, so I did cross stitching. The only thing about cross stitching is it's like, what do you do with it afterwards? I mean, I know sometimes people will frame their cross stitching, which is really fun. Some people hang it as like artwork or wall art. But yeah, like let me know, what do you do? Could you make like a pillow topper with it? Yeah, that could be fun. But I would love to know, like, what do you do with your cross stitching pieces after you're done? But yeah, I used to do a lot of cross stitching back in the day. And embroidery. Embroidery is so cool. And I'm curious, like, with embroidery, what exactly. I mean, I guess embroidery encompasses a lot of different things. Because when I think embroidery, is that like doing like customizations with names, like monograms and things like that? But I guess embroidery, it could encompass a lot of things. So I'm sure it's not just one thing. Okay, so the next one I love, and it is gardening slash house plants. So I don't have any house plants, which just is crazy to me. Um, but I do have outdoor plants, and I have had house plants in the past. I just don't have any right now. But we'll see. I think I really do want to get some house plants, especially next spring. But also, I want some low maintenance plants. Oh, I know what. I have been eyeing some succulents. Succulents are amazing. They don't require a lot of water. They're hard to kill. I'm not like a green thumb master by any means, but I like to think I'm pretty good with plants. But I love outdoor plants. I love being in the garden. I didn't have a vegetable garden this year, and I really didn't have as many flowers as I did last year. But I'm telling you, y'all, like next year I am back. I am going to stock up my greenhouse. Yeah, I can't wait to have a garden, like a vegetable garden. What I would really like to have is like these raised beds where you can plant things and stuff like that. So we'll see. Like I have so many critters around my yard. I've got squirrels and rabbits and raccoons and possums and dogs and cats, and rabbits running around. I live out in the country. I live between two farms. So yeah, I have to really consider all of that when it comes to vegetable gardening. And even like gardening, like flower gardens. So in front of my house, I have two large flower gardens. And every year they were chocked full of plants. hostas. I've got 2 large elephant ears, knockout roses, all kinds of stuff. Well, we found 2 snakes in the flower garden. And what really just changed things for us is one year I had the most beautiful marigolds. I had yellow ones, I had purple ones, I had these African marigolds that were orange. So my husband was coming into the house. He was coming up the steps. And I guess his spidey sense went off. And he was like, oh, let me look down. Y'all, how about a snake had coiled itself underneath my marigold? Because this marigold had gotten huge. It was like this big. And marigolds, they spread, Anyway, he saw the snake right up on it. He saw like a little bit of the snake. I don't know if it was like the head or the tail of the snake, but he saw a little bit of it poking out from under my large marigold. So my husband, he gets the hatchet, and he's like, trying to get this snake out of the bush. He got the snake out of the bush. But y'all, the aftermath of my precious marigold, he hacked that thing to death. And I totally understand, like, it's totally justified in him doing that because, I forget what kind of snake it was, but we needed to get it away from the house. But y'all, that just killed it for me. And then, like, I became super paranoid about snakes being under my plants. Because even when you think of things like hostas, they spread and they're big and they're leafy. And I mean, if I was a snake, I would want to hang under a hosta too. It's, it's cool, especially like in these crazy North Carolina heat waves. So yeah. Okay. So the next one is, writing. Oh, I love writing. I used to write a whole lot more, like poetry and short stories, and unfortunately, I don't write nearly as much as I used to, but I do enjoy reading other people's work, and so I really do like that. So writing is wonderful, and I feel like writing for me is so great because if my head is filled with all these things and thoughts and worries and anxieties, or even if I'm having a good day, like if I have all this stuff in my head, when I actually write it down, it's like a way of decompressing and getting that stress out of my system. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but yeah, I hope you get what I'm saying. Okay, so the next one is abstract art with acrylic and alcohol inks. I have no idea what alcohol inks are. Y'all might have to tell me what that means, but I am familiar with acrylics. And I think painting is awesome. I remember growing up, all I wanted to do was be Bob Ross. Pretty little trees, happy little trees. And the fro, Bob Ross. Okay, so before I locked my hair, I had a fro. But having a fro like Bob Ross would be a dream. He was amazing and calm. And yes, I love painting. I'm not good at it, like, at all. But I mean, painting is amazing, and I just find that people that can paint are just truly talented and truly wonderful. And what I love about painting is having that ability to express yourself through art. And I'm like one of those people that goes to art museums and I look at a painting and I just stare at it, trying to think about what the artist was thinking and how was the artist conveying their feelings through this art. Like, I will just sit there and stare at it and try to come up with like what was going through the mind of this artist when they was creating this painting. So I love it, and mixing colors and all of that great stuff. Yeah, I love painting and artwork and stuff like that. Do you all go to museums? Because I enjoy it. I was recently, well, not recently, it's been a few months, but my sister and I took a little trip to the Smithsonian. And there were a few art museums there, and we didn't quite get to all of them. So if I ever am in the DC area again, I definitely want to go to the Smithsonian. I believe there is an African American art museum, and there's also an American history art museum there as well. And I really, really want to go. Okay, so playing the piano. That's awesome. Like, I love music. I have dabbled in playing the flute, playing the piano, and what was the other one I tried? Oh, the guitar. Yeah, yeah. All that stuff I dabbled with in college, and I'm not good at any of them. Like, no. But I just think the piano is beautiful. I do like to listen to piano music, classical music, violin music, jazz, stuff like that. I love it. Music is something that's very, very important to me, and I can't go a day without listening to music. For me to go without listening to music, like, check my pulse, okay? Check, because something is wrong. Definitely check, because I love music. And to have the skill to play any sort of instrument, I think is amazing. In fact, if you play an instrument, let me know. What do you play? I would love to know. Okay. Ooh, bowling. I love bowling. That's so fun. Especially like cosmic bowling, where it's like black lights and the carpet and the walls, they light up. Bowling is so much fun. I'm not good at it. I'm good at getting gutter balls. I'm like excellent at that. But yes, and also I love watching bowling during the Olympics. And I know some people might be like, "How is that an Olympic sport?" Or how is that even a sport in general? Because they do have tournaments. I can't talk. But bowling is awesome. And I love it when everybody comes in and they're wearing matching shirts and they've got their bowling bags and their bowling shoes and their gloves. That's awesome. Okay, so the next one is sewing. Yes, love sewing. I haven't sewn anything in so long. I think the last thing I sewed may have been these Doctor Who pillows. I think so. I did sew a few face masks. I used to sew and sell project bags in my shop, but I haven't done that in so long. But yes, sewing is amazing and it's relaxing. You know, you're just under the presser foot, just going along, going along. So yeah, and I've been watching Kristen Lair's Vine videos, and she's been doing a ton of quilting, and yeah, she's making me want to get back into quilting because I have made quilts in the past, but like so many of my hobbies, I do them for a while and then I stop them. Okay, so this next one, I had to look this one up, y'all, and I'm probably going to be saying it wrong, but sashiko, it's Sashiko. And so I had to look this one up. I have notes. So, sashuko is a Japanese word that literally means little stabs in English. Traditionally, sashuko was used to repair worn clothes with patches. Today, it is used for quilting and embroidery. Embroidery. I tell you, I cannot talk. But that is so cool. I love that. I had never heard of that before. But it looks really intricate and beautiful. Okay. So another one is spinning fiber. I was just talking about spinning fiber. I think spinning fiber is so cool, and I love when people they have their wheels or they have their e-spinners or they're doing drop spinning and they're talking about all their different methods and the batting and the roving, and I have some that I need to use. I'm trying to think, do I have it? Let me move my table. Let's see. Oh yes, it's right here. So convenient. Okay. So I have this, I believe it's roving, and I have my drop spindle, which I have not worked on, and I really need to get back into it. But I'll tell you why I want to get back into spinning, because of this braid. So this person no longer does fiber anymore, but this is Hobbledehoy Yarn and Fiber. And we actually met one year at a fiber festival because we were, she was on one side, I was on the other side, and we were just eyeing each other's stuff all day. Oh, this is so soft. This is hand painted top. It is 50% merino wool, 25% bamboo, and 25% Tessa silk. And this is a 4-ounce braid. Y'all, this deserves to be spun. And this does too, but this is like my practice. This is BFL, it's practice. But this right here, it's silk. Ugh, it's beautiful. And it's purple. You all know I love purple. This needs to be spun. And this I want to practice on. You know, I want to get really good at it. But this braid right here is my motivation to pick up spinning again, whether that be with an e-spinner or spinning wheel or whatever. It's just amazing. Oh my gosh. And I really don't know much about spinning and all that stuff. I mean, you know, let me know if y'all have any tips, but yeah, I want to work with this. Okay, let me put everything back. Y'all should see the mess I make when making these videos. And then I have to put everything up. It's a hot mess. All right. So, the next one is computer games. Yes, I love computer games. I'm old. So I like solitaire. Solitaire is my favorite computer game. But I know this person could be talking about something different, like Roblox or what's the other one my nephew plays? Oh, what's the other one? Minecraft? Is that a computer game? Yeah. I have not uncle, my nephews. I have nephews and they're into all of that stuff. But yeah. So yeah. Oh, shout out to my nephews. I got Brayden, I got Eli and Dawson. I love them. They're fantastic nephews. But yeah, so they're really into the games and all of that stuff. And but yeah, computer games are awesome. I would love to know what computer games this person plays. Yeah, I would love to know that. But for me, when it comes to computer games, like I like solitaire. Is that bad? And then like I like games on my phone, you know, Candy Crush. My husband got me into Royal Match, so I really like that. Okay, so yes, I am making good progress on this, y'all. I really am. It's fantastic. I thought I would go ahead and try this on for you all. I'm going to try to stand close to my mic so you can hear me. But anyway, I'm attached to the ball, so I'm going to be holding this while I show you all. Okay, so I have done about, I don't know, maybe 4 inches. I haven't quite gotten to 5 inches, but I'm going to work on this, you know, later on throughout the day and stuff. But anyway, so I put this on try-on tubing. I'm going to see if I can put this yarn somewhere without, you know, letting it like roll across the floor. Yeah. So anyway, this is it. It is on the try-on tubing. And so this is how far I've gotten. And I'm loving the way this is looking. Because it's a 1x1 rib, like the stitches are really close together when you're working on it. But when you really stretch those stitches out, it's beautiful, and I love this color. So this is, of course, under the underarm. And the fit, I'm really happy about. So this pattern is made with 0 to 2 inches of positive ease, and I feel like I'm going to get that. I mean, I'll have to see once, you know, I get further into the body. So I'll show you all the back. Looking good so far. And so I'm really happy about it. Let me know if you all have ever made this. So this is all I have for you all today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you all so much. Thank you for sharing my videos. I just love that. I really appreciate your support. And I will see you wonderful, beautiful folks tomorrow. Bye now.